What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into How Mike Sports. I'm your host, Ben Merrick. Today, I got a great start of a series for you guys, a great video planned. Top 5 point guards over the next 5 years. And then, obviously, like every couple of days, I'll drop top 5 at this position, this position. Then at the end of the series, I plan on dropping top 5 MVP candidates over the next 5 years and top 5 teams over the next 5 years. So I hope you guys subscribe so you guys don't miss a video. Like this if you like this series, enjoy this series, you want to see it, and comment what your top 5 is. This will no doubt be controversial. I can't please everybody, so make sure you comment your top 5 and I'll comment back. So yeah, let's get straight into the video. So we're going to start off with honorable mentions. This should give you guys like a preview of how this will go, because you might be reading these honorable mentions like, what? Like, you must be out of your mind. So Kyrie Irving is my 7th guy. Honorable mention. Kyrie, 28 years old. Definitely not the oldest on this list. But his last couple years, he's taken a little bit of a step back. Look at his scoring averages. It feels like he averages more than 24, but he really doesn't. And he's never been a great passer, especially not in stat sheets. So I see Kyrie Irving, especially alongside Kevin Durant, taking a little bit of a step back as he hits his 30s. So maybe the next 2 years, he's a top 4 point guard in the league. But I think after that, overall, over the next 5 years, he won't be a top 5 guy. So moving on from him, Jamal Murray is my 6th man. And my last honorable mention, Jamal Murray in the bubble torched everyone. And this might be an overreaction to put him 6th and ahead of Kyrie Irving, but he torched and he showed exactly what he could do on the offensive side of the ball. He might be over the next 5 years having a season where he averages 30 plus. This might be too early. We'll see what he does next year. Will be a big tell of what he does over the next 5 years. But he even improved his defense. You saw in the bubble. He gave Donovan Mitchell was dropping 50 pieces left and right. But he stepped up to the plate and he played decent defense. And old Jamal Murray's defense would have given 80, you know? So Jamal Murray is definitely a capable defender and a potent offensive star. So watch out for Jamal Murray over the next 5 years. He's going to be a superstar point guard. So getting into the top 5. At number 5, Trae Young, Atlanta Hawks young point guard. He had a struggle at the beginning of his rookie year. Shot super inefficiently, and then he torched at the end. Like, torched. And then this year, he was a flamethrower. He was mini Steph Curry is what it felt like, except he had way worse defense. He does look to be the future of Steph Curry. Like, that's just what he looks like. And Atlanta is starting to surround him with some pieces for sure. And if you don't believe me, check out the young pieces and see the next potential, because over the next 5 years, the Hawks will be a team. Like, they will be definitely a playoff contender and possibly even a title contender, seeing what they might do over the next 5 years, guys. Trae Young will light it up. What's going to hold him back and keep him at number 5 is his defense. That'll be rough for him, and he can't finish inside. But when we're looking at shooters, he will be a top 5 shooter in the league every year. He's a great passer. He should be a top 5 point guard on everyone's list over the next 5 years easy. He has a ton of room to grow. He will be averaging over 30 plus over the next 5 years in at least one season. So definitely Trae Young, putting him in at number 5. And guys, another thing about this list, it was so difficult. I thought it'd be a lot easier. Trae Young, it's hard to place him at... I felt like I was placing him too low, but at the same time, you look at the 4 guys ahead of him, and it's like, there's no way he can't be too low. So again, drop your guys' list below. I want to see what you guys think, and there's a good chance I won't disagree with you. Coming in at number 4, Damian Lillard. See, the thing about Damian Lillard, right now he's the 2nd best point guard in the league, Steph Curry, so the best one that's healthy right now. He's 30 years old. That's the thing about him, is over the next 5 years, he will still be a very good point guard, a very, very good point guard. Like, I couldn't put Chris Paul on this list because he's already 35. Next year, he's going to be a top 3 point guard in the league, but after that, he might fall out of the top 10, you know? Damian Lillard won't fall out of the top 5 point guards over the next 5 years, and so I saw that as an easy way to put Damian Lillard in there. And if you look at the 3 guys ahead of him, I'm telling you guys, it makes sense to put him at 4. It feels a little bit low, but it does make sense. Bringing it to number 3. Whether you think this guy's a point guard or not, he's listed as one, Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons he will average a triple-double at some point over the next 5 years. He will be a machine, and he will be at one point he will be a top 3 MVP guy. He just can fill the stat sheet like that, and he plays all NBA defense. He's ridiculous. If he can work on his jump shot more, which he's proven he has been working on his jumper little by little. If he can get up to just like a 30% three-point shooter, he will be a very dominant guy. And I think putting him ahead of Damian Lillard and Trae Young was tough. Putting him ahead of Trae Young was a little easier because Trae Young's defense is so bad. But Damian Lillard was tough to see who was better, Damian Lillard or Simmons. If you put Lillard ahead of Simmons, I won't hate you for it. That seems reasonable for sure. But I have Ben Simmons being an MVP threat over the next few years. Going on to number 2, guys, Stephen Curry. Best point guard in the league for the last 4 years. Easily. And he's 32 right now, so he will be 37 by the time this list ends. I'm not saying he's going to be a top 5 point guard all the way until his 37th birthday. What I'm saying is over the next 4 years, he will be a top 3 point guard in the league. Unless, Trae Young, Morant, Kobe White, these guys boost out of nowhere, way more out of nowhere than we think, and are generational guys. But Steph Curry, he just is a better Trae Young. I don't see that really changing until the end of these 5 years where Trae Young becomes better than Steph Curry. He's a better Damian Lillard. Ben Simmons over Curry, that would be tough for me to do, saying the track records. Steph Curry is now a competent defender, and we see what he does on offense. That man is ridiculous. Changed the game forever. And while his impact on the league won't be as big, he's going to step in, and even if Klay Thompson wasn't healthy, the Warriors would be immediate playoff threats. So, definitely Steph Curry at number 2. I don't think you can justify putting him outside of the top 3 on this list, but if you put someone ahead of Steph Curry, like you put Curry at 3, again, I wouldn't be opposed to it. This was very hard to make. Just think about it, and drop it in the comments. I know I continuously mention that. I want more comments, please. I love seeing you guys' opinions. So, especially with a thing like this. And number 1 on my list, may be controversial. I don't think so. Easy number 1 for me is Ja Morant. Maybe it's overreacting. But as a rookie, this dude, he is ridiculous. He's right up there with Zion in terms of potential. He will be the best point guard in the league. He'll be a better Russell Westbrook. He'll have a jump shot that'll shoot 40% from 3 at times. He will be the best player. Maybe the best guard. Nah, Luka's a 2. He'll be the best one for sure over the next 5 years. He will be an MVP candidate 3 out of 5 years. Maybe next year he takes a step back, and then I might have to revisit this list for sure. But if he grows the way we expect him to grow, this man will be the best point guard in the league. I don't think you can argue that. Again, I could even see Ben Simmons at 1. I could see Trae Young at 1, depending on what you think he could do. You guys have to drop in the comments. Let me know. If you want to see these videos going forward, the top 5 videos, you want to see fantasy football videos, you want to see football talks, basketball talks, rumors, all that kind of stuff, please subscribe, guys. We are so close to 50 subs. I'd really, really appreciate it if we could hit it by the end of the week. So much love to you guys. Can't wait to put out this video. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.